Okay, good morning, everybody. Hold on, Vern. We're not going anywhere just yet. I'm going to come to you as quick as I can. This is our state of the island for the day, and the reason why we're doing it here is Vern has his appointment this morning. His appointment, I know, buddy, you're a little nervous. He has his appointment where we're going to do some fact-finding. They're going to go in, they're going to put him under anesthesia, and they're going to have to dig out some of his gallbladder and liver. I know that's a very layman's term, blunt, but I'm assuming aspirate would be the right term, because we just don't know what's going on with him with that. And I want to get to the point where we can get his dental done, because that's always a scary thing for me. The infection in his mouth, I believe, is going to hurt him over time. He's got the really trash mouth, but we can't do that until we get this other stuff done. The doctor's more concerned about this. And who knows, maybe at the bottom of this rainbow, we'll find out that this might have had something to do with his legs, which he's doing the best he can. He's doing so awesome, aren't you, bud? In saying that, I will bring up just a couple of quick things to talk about. What, baby boy? My Vern. I know. This is one of those situations, and we get them every once in a while, that drives me insane. We always want to do what's best for them. And I'm a big believer in putting any amount of money we have to towards it when it's necessary, when it bears fruit. I'm also not somebody that likes to go and just spend countless amounts of money on something that may not actually have an end to the rainbow, so to say, or on stuff that's worthless or extra, or, like I don't believe in any of the Bravectos or any of the poisons you're going to put on your dogs for flea and tick control when you can control it naturally. Those kind of things. But where I'm going with that is poor Vern is one of those guys, and a best example I can give you is like Cooper. Cooper, the older Cooper that passed away. This guy came to us overweight, him and Gracie. He was beautiful. He was happy. And then slowly over the course of 2 years, his body just twisted and deteriorated. And we went in for test after test after test after exploratory after exploratory, to where over time literally his joints all cramped up. He couldn't walk. And that puts so many things into a problematic area. First off, obviously, you hate to see him deteriorate. Second off, you can't stand that you have to do one test at a time before you can move to the next one. That's one of those things where I would like to just get in there. Hey, you just test everything you can. And we went to specialist after specialist after specialist. And then, of course, the other big thing that it brings about that really is a gray area, is hard, is what is quality of life at that point? And I can tell you this, I'm going to get a little choked up thinking about this. Was his quality of life good for his last over 2 years? No. Could he walk? No. And many people would put him down for that. But where we failed him in that category, which would be medical, and that's not my expertise, that's the doctors who failed him, and veterinary medicine altogether, as said by a very well-known cardiologist around here. To me, veterinary medicine is ridiculously remedial compared to human medicine. It's nowhere near where it should be. But anyway, where we fell short on him, and Brittany was so amazing at this, where we fell short on that, we gave him such quality of life that not even the other misfits got. Brittany dedicated her every day to him. She bathed him every day because he was incontinent. She changed his bedding. She held him all the time. She custom fed him every single day. And his tail would wag, even though he couldn't move much of his body parts and he couldn't walk. He would just slither across the floor because he wanted to try to get up and help himself. He couldn't. He was loved so well, and you could see it in his eyes. And that's where the gray area comes, because you hear everybody from the outside, oh, you should put him down and all this. But when you've got him looking in your eyes, and you get 2 more years out of him, 2 more years of his life where he was actually happy, because dogs aren't like us. They don't get miserable, because they lost an eye or they lost a leg or they're sick. I mean, well, they're miserable when they're sick, yes. But, something like where he was becoming paralyzed and deformed, he was not in pain. And so to shorten his life, when we can give him the best life he can possibly have for the condition he's in. And that's what we did. That's what Brittany did. That's one of her millions of incredible qualities. That's where her light really shined through, her love, her empathy. She was amazing. Oh, sorry. And Cooper got to experience that with her, and I'm so happy for that. And of course, we're going to do that with Vern. If God forbid, we can't figure this out. But I want to figure this out, guys, because this is annoying, and I don't like being in situations where we can't figure it out. We got to figure it out. Okay. So real quick, other than that, I want to just go into. I got some things I want to talk about tomorrow. One is I had a piece of shit person messaged me this morning on Instagram. I'll blow them up tomorrow. And it has to do with vaccinations. And the reason I'm going to blow it up is because of how they conducted themselves, as well as the misinformation that they thought they spread. So I want to set the record straight. My actual viewpoint on vaccinations. It's apparently not what this person thought. And then I'm also going to go into, people were asking me in some of the posts yesterday about the base molding. And I know there's questions about my teeth. And I know because I share all this stuff with you. Sorry. I'm going to have answers for all of that for you guys tomorrow. I just want to get through this right now. And I wanted you to bear with me over the next few days because I have an abundance of this little lady who is so extra. The personality is off the charts with this one. It's like a 9.9, like I've never seen. Tiny's got a great personality. Thor's got a great personality. Thor's personality was different though. That was like one of a kind. But this one here, for being so extra in herself and adorable doing it, is just one of a kind. So all my posts have to do with her because she's kind of attached to my hip in most of what I'm doing. And I can't keep the camera off her because every second she's doing something great. So what I'd like for you to do is, those of you that are subscribers, I can do a little attention to the subscribers page. You know, all the aunts around here, they love sharing the dogs from their perspective. And so I'm going to ask you, if you want to put posts up asking to say, hey, I know Bobby's busy. Can you get me King Georgie? Or I haven't seen Yin and Yang. Or how's Wally doing? Don't be afraid to do that, because over the next few days, anybody that's here, you know, your posts will be approved by one of them anyway. And they'll get the hint that, hey, let's get some footage of Romeo, or let's get some footage of Coop Coop, or something like that. So for the time being, and that goes for all of you guys in the subscribers group. I can't really pay attention to it in the main page as much as I'd like to, but in the subscribers group, you will get attention. You will get to see the misfits you want to see. And if you want to see them with me, say, hey, see if you can get Bobby to play with it, or while Bobby's playing with this dog today, why don't you see if you can get him to do that for us, and get us with Bobby with the dog, or just get the dog with himself, or herself. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm going to take Vernon here. Prayers for him. I know, buddy. Are you anxious to get in? I know. So we're going to get him in here and get him started, and hopefully I'll have some answers. I don't expect to have them today. I don't expect to have them tomorrow. But as soon as I have them for you guys, I will let you know. So don't pull a pay. Is Vern okay? Is Vern okay? Believe me, there will be not just a comment, there will be a post about Vern when we get the results back. And my hopes are that everything's okay, or it's something manageable, or something small we can deal with, and then we can get going on those teeth, and then everything's going to be right as rain. Right, big guy? Right, big guy? Right, little girl? Are you ready to stop being obnoxious? Look at her. She's just chilling in there. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Say bye, Vern. Vern. Bye, Vern. You ready?